I get this question a lot. How do you change the belt for the Harbor Freight sawmill? And you just loosen these bolts here, and there's two more on the other side, and then you loosen this, and then the engine will slide, giving you enough slack to get the old belt off. The next question is, what size of belt do you use? Well, if you look at your owner manual, it's a B75 belt. B75. Now there's much debate on what type of belt you should use. A simple automotive belt, you'll get I've gotten about 50 hours out of it, which is good. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, 50 hours for one belt, that's $25. Now they do make a Kevlar version of this from Gates Green Stripe series, and I'm going to order that and test it. But it's a B75, and you get, someone said you get a lot more hours out of it. I'm not sure. You know, even the belt, my old belt, still has a little bit of life on it. It just wears down, and it slips a lot. So yeah, that's it. So you just put it on. It's a V-groove belt, and yeah, I'll show you guys. Even though this belt is the correct size, it's gonna be very hard to get it onto the engine and to the pulley. And so what I do is I take a little bit of electrical tape and tape it on there. I get it on the main pulley, and then I'm gonna rotate it, and it's gonna go into this groove. And once it gets into the groove a little bit more, it'll be better. See, it's not as flexible as the old belt is. It takes some time, and yeah. Okay, the electrical tape method worked. I taped it there and then just rotate it. It's very tight right now, but we need to get a little bit tighter because we need to get it away from this guard. And what's going to happen is, as the belt wears, it'll stretch out more, and you'll need to adjust it. And so I'm just going to turn my little tightening knob a couple times, and then I'll lock the engine in, and this will be good to go. So this is the little nut I was talking about. You turn this in. It's a 17 millimeter, and we're just going to turn that, and we're not going to lock these in because we got to do a little bit of tracking, belt tracking, because we don't want, because there's a little bit of wobble to this design, and we don't want anything to be messed up. And so it's better to tighten it first with just this nut. Now it's safe to install your blade again. All those little bolts are tightened down. It's ready to go. There is one more belt that the Harbor Freight sawmill has, and it's this one right here. And they actually make this in polybutadiene, and you can buy it from I think it's Wolverine, Timberwolf. Yeah, Timberwolf sells them. And this is an 18-inch half flywheel, so you can get them, or band wheel. So you can get them from there. You just order them, and there's a little bit of stretching involved to get them in. But anyway, now it's time to put the blade back on and see how my new belt does. And a way you can tell you need a belt is when you start slipping a lot, and also when you see a lot of this black. That's actually from the belt eroding away. Blade's installed, it's good to go, and you'll notice your blade is a lot tighter. Yeah. Of course, that'll wear down a little bit and get looser, but yeah, it's a lot tighter. Everything's tighter in there, and that's good for doing oak. You want to run a lot of blade tension for oak.